They work in a regular job and they know if they say anything to their manager, then they'll lose their position, they'll lose their job.
Right.
You know, they tried to destroy me in press. They tried to destroy all of my businesses at the same time, and the world saw it, and no one's saying anything. You know, as far as like none of the celebrities, so this just shows you all celebrities are controlled. You don't see no celebrities talking about the Balenciaga situation, right? So that just shows you all of these celebrities out here, don't let them influence you in any way because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world. There's no such thing as a celebrity influencer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to come and talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world of entertainment. I just sent a message to a couple of friends of mine, and I said that all of entertainment needs to be burnt down. I was looking at an individual that was talking about what was going on with Balenciaga, and he said that the fashion world needs to be held accountable. And that's what triggered the thought that all of it needs to be burnt down, because when things happen in hip hop, we'll say, well, in hip hop, it needs to be held accountable. When things happen in the movies, we'll say that actors and actresses and that genre of entertainment needs to be brought down. Or when an athlete do something, we'll say that the sports world needs to be held accountable. When all reality, when it boils down to it, to the nuts and the bolts of the situation, all the entertainment needs to be burnt down. All of it. It all needs to go down. Because some kind of way, all of them, from fashion to movies to music to sports, it all goes back to the same thing in the end, which is child exploitation. You want to know who the pedophiles is in Hollywood? Just look at those who is being about Balenciaga. Just look at those who still wake up in the morning and choose to put Balenciaga upon their bodies and walk outside of the house. You want to know who is in support of pedophilia? Just open your eyes and see. It's not hard to guess. It's not hard to see. But the problem is that we have spent so much time glorifying these people that we miss the fine detail in the way that they live their lives. These people are disgusting. And we finally got somebody who is able to stand up and talk about it and to call it out. And instead of us listening to the message of what this dude is saying, we'll just want to write him off as being crazy. There's nothing crazy about what he's saying. What the dude is doing, in all actuality, he is freeing himself from all contracts and obligations in order for him to be able to speak his truth. That's what he's doing. Why do you think that these people are so quiet about what it is that's going on in Balenciaga? Because they're bounded by contract. One of the best ways to mute a celebrity is through endorsements. And you make that endorsement check way more bigger than his employment check. What do you mean by that? Okay, let me explain what I'm talking about. What I mean by that is that if you are an athlete and you are getting paid $21 million, right, over 7 years, that's $3 million a year, right? 7 times 3 is 21, right? Well, you so good at what you do, then Nike swoop in and Nike will give you $100 million a year a contract with a shoe with your name on it. Which one is more attractive? So when you sign that paper, now you had just put yourself up under a contract, right? So what? Now the thing is that you are employed by the NFL, right? being employed by the NFL, you really not worried about losing that job, because even if you lose that job with that particular team, if you're good enough, somebody else is going to pick you up. But you'll always be worried about losing that $100 million that Nike has given you, which means that when issues come up, you got to be cautious on what you say, if you say anything at all. This is how they control LeBron James. This is how they control Charles Barkley. This is how they control Jay-Z. It's with the endorsements. I bet you went over a lot of people's heads when Dave Chappelle said, nah, see, that's why I said I didn't want no endorsements. Dave Chappelle said that in his SNL monologue. He said you can keep your endorsements. And what Ye is doing now, he is freeing himself so that he can speak his truth. So again, with all of this starting out, the whole point of what it is that I'm talking about, if you want to know who the pedophiles is in Hollywood, all you have to do is look and see who is being shh about Balenciaga and who, my friend, is wearing Balenciaga. This is Shahir Yeshua.
They're working a regular job, and they know if they say anything to their manager, then they'll lose their position, they'll lose their job.
Right.
You know, they tried to destroy me in press. They tried to destroy all of my businesses at the same time, and the world saw it, and no one's saying anything. You know, as far as like none of the celebrities, so this just shows you all celebrities are controlled. You don't see no celebrities talking about the Balenciaga situation, right? So that just shows you all of these celebrities out here, don't let them influence you in any way, because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world. There's no such thing as a celebrity influencer.